Good morning, students. Students, in our previous lectures on nomenclature, we have done with you the basic rules. Nomenclature of aliphatic compound with no functional group, then the nomenclature of unsaturated aliphatic compound, nomenclature of aliphatic compound with one functional group, and the nomenclature of aliphatic compound having a polyfunctional group. I hope you must have must be remembering all the rules and must be practicing hard. I gave you the seniority table for the nomenclature also. Am I clear? Now student, today we will be doing the nomenclature of alicyclic compound. What are alicyclic compound? As discussed with you during classification, they are the aliphatic compound present in the form of a ring. So they are either cycloalkanes, cycloalkenes or cycloalkynes. So first one is, if we want to give a name to cycloalkanes, how do we give the name to the cycloalkanes? So cycloalkanes are the aliphatic compounds or the alkanes in which the atoms are arranged in the form of a ring. So they are ring structured aliphatic compound. They are ring structured aliphatic compounds. These are ring structured aliphatic compounds. How are they named? They are named by adding the prefix cyclo to the name of the alkane. So they are named by adding the prefix. They are named by adding the prefix cyclo. They are named by adding the prefix cyclo to the name of the aliphatic compound, to the name of alkane. Prefix cyclo to the name of alkane. So they are named by adding the prefix cyclo to the name of alkanes. Just see over here very carefully. Suppose we have to give the name to this compound CH2 and then CH2 and then again over here is CH2. How many carbon atoms are here? 3. What will be the root word? Prop. They are single bonded ane. They are present in the form of a ring. So name will be given as cyclo. Am I clear? Since they are present in the form of a ring, so the prefix cyclo is used before the name of a alkane. Suppose we have got this group. Now how many carbon atoms are present over here? 6. Am I clear? For 6 carbon atom, the root word will be what? This will be hex, single bonded ane, and the prefix will be cyclo. So the name of this group will be given as cyclohexane. Am I clear, student? So it will be named as cyclohexane. Now in this, the naming of cyclo compounds, we'll try to implement the rules which we have done earlier. Suppose the compound is this. Suppose we have got this compound. This is CH3. And then over here we write down the group CH2 and CH3. Now see very carefully. This is a ring structure. So what will be the name over here? This will be hexane. Is it present in the form of a ring? Yes. So what will be the name? This will be cyclohexane. Now, this is a substituent and this also is a substituent. What is the name of this one? Ethyl. What is the name of this one? Methyl. Alphabetically, which comes first? E. So the numbering has to be done in such a manner, if they are the similar senior substituent, that the one which comes alphabetically first gets the lower locate number. So I will be numbering from here, not here, because here E gets the lower number. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. At number 1, what is present? Ethyl. At number 3, what is present? Methyl. So the name of this will be given as 1-ethyl, 3-methyl cyclohexane. So this will be 1-ethyl. And then over here will be 3-methyl. And then cyclohexane will be the name which will be given to this compound. Am I getting clear, student? Suppose we have to give a name to this compound over here. Suppose the compound is this one. This is CH3. And then over here we have got the group which is CH2CH3 and the CH2CH3 over here. Or let me say it in this manner. This is CH2 and CH3. And then over here we have got the group, this is CH3 and CH3. Now see very carefully. Here if I give the name will be methyl or in fact dimethyl. Here if I name, it will be ethyl. E comes before M. But if I number from here 1, 2, 3, the substituent will be at number 1, 3 and 3. If I number from here, it will be 1, 1 and 3. So this will be 1, 1 and 3. So in that condition, the lowest set of a locant rule is to be followed. So I'll be giving this as number 1, this as number 2 and this as number 3. Please do not do this like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will not be following the lowest set of locant rule. So for 6 carbon atom, it will be hexane. This over here will be cyclo. Here at number 1 what is present? Methyl. At number 3 what is present? Ethyl. Alphabetically which comes first? E. So this will be named as a 3-ethyl. And 1,1-dimethyl and cyclohexane. Am I clear? So lowest set of a locant rule is to be followed. Now look over here very, very carefully. If in a ring compound the substituents are present, alkyl substituents are present, and they are having a lesser number or equal number of carbon atom as in the ring, then alkyl group will be treated as a substituent. Just see over here, if you have got this compound and this group over here is CH2, this again is CH2 and CH3. Am I clear? Now in this, in the side chain, how many carbon atom are present? 3. In the ring, how many are present? 4. So this side chain will be treated as a substituent or used as a prefix, and ring will be treated as the main one. So this will be butane because it contains the more number of carbon atom. Here it will be cyclobutane. At number 1, what is present? This will be 1-ethyl cyclobutane. The name of this group will be given as 1-ethyl cyclobutane. Now suppose we have got this one. Just see very carefully, CH3 and CH. This will be CH2 and CH3. Here we have got this group over here. This is this group. Yes. Now here how many carbon atom? 5. Here how many carbon atom? 4. So which will be a major chain? This. This will be numbered as 1 and this will be 1 dash. This will be 2 dash and 3 dash. This will be what name? Cyclopentane. At 1 dash what is present? Methyl. So this will be 1 dash, methyl, propyl, cyclopentane. Or simply you may say this is secondary butyl. Secondary butyl cyclopentane. The name will be given as secondary butyl cyclopentane. It will be named as secondary butyl cyclobutane. Am I getting clear? However, if you must remember here as a separate note, if in the side chain more number of carbon atom are present than in the ring, I repeat, if in the side chain more number of carbon atom are present than in the ring, then the side chain will be treated as a substituent then the ring will be treated as a substituent and the attached chain will be treated as a major chain. When it is to be applied? When the chain to which the ring is attached having a more number of carbon atom than the ring. As for example, suppose we consider this one. There are how many carbon atom over here? 4. Now here is the chain. This is CH2, then CH2, then CH2, then CH2 and then CH3. How many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At number 1, now this will be treated as a major chain. At number 1, what is present? This group. This is a side chain now, but is a ring chain. So it will be cyclobutyl. For 4 carbon atom, what is the root word? But. Side chain while it is present in the form of a ring, so cyclobutyl. So name will be given as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For 5 carbon atom, what is the root word? Pent. Single bonded in. At number 1, what is present? Cyclobutyl. This is 1 cyclobutyl. And the name of this group will be given as pentane. So the name of this compound will be 1-cyclobutyl pentane. Am I clear, student? So if a chain contains more number of carbon atom than present in the form of a ring, then the ring will be treated as a substituent and will be named as a cycloalkyl group and will be prefixed to the root word. However, if the chain contains equal or lesser number of carbon atom, then this will be treated as a major chain, that is the ring, and this will be treated as the alkyl substituent. The rule must be very, very clear over here. Am I clear, student, over here? Now, if you want to give the name to cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes, the naming of cycloalkane is clear. Second will be cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes. So how to give a name to cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes? Suppose we have got this group and over here we have a double bond. How many carbon atom? 3. It is containing a ring and a double bond. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Double bond will be at what number? 1, 2. So this will be named as propene and this will be a cyclopropene. Am I clear? Suppose we have got this group. Here it is a double bond. Here it is a methyl group. And I have to name this compound. Now in this compound, a double bond is present and a methyl group is present. In the seniority table, which comes first? Double bond. I will be numbering in such a manner so that the double bond gets the lower number and the lowest set of allocation rule is followed. It is to be numbered as 1, 2. You cannot go like this, 1, 2, because double bond has to be in between 1, 2, and this will be 3 and this will be 4. If I number from here 1, 2, then double bond will not be given a number. So what will be the name over here? It will be this is butene. It is present in the form of a ring. So the name will be cyclobutene. At number 3, what is present? It is a methyl group. So the name of this group will be given as 3-methyl cyclobutene. Am I getting clear, student? Now, this way we can name this compound. Now, one more thing you must remember. If in a side chain the multiple bond is present, or if in the attached chain, I must not use the word side chain, if in the attached chain the multiple bond is present or the functional group is present, then that chain will be considered as a major chain and the ring will be treated as a cycloalkyl substituent. Now look at this note, student. This is very, very important note. If the side chain contains a multiple bond, if a side chain contains a multiple bond, if a side chain contains a multiple bond or a functional group, then the alicyclic ring is treated as substituent irrespective of the size of the ring. Then alicyclic ring is treated as a substituent. Irrespective of the size of the ring. Irrespective of size of a ring. It is treated as substituent irrespective of the size of the ring. What do I mean by this? Suppose we have to give a name to this compound. This is CH2, then CH2 and CH, double bond CH2. Here how many carbon? 4. Here 4. But here it is containing a double bond. So it will be the main chain. Numbering of the chain has to be done in such a manner so that the double bond gets the lowest possible number. So this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. At 4 what is present? Ring structure. What is the name of that? Cyclobutyl. And what is the name of this one? This will be but. 1 ene. At 4 what is present? cyclobutyl. So the name of this group will be given as cyclobutyl but1-ene. Am I clear, student? Suppose we have to give a name to this compound. Here it is a CH2 or CH, double bond CH, and then COOH. Here in this group, carboxylic group is present as well as the double bond is present. Between double bond and COH, which is more senior, COH. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Am I clear? What will be the name of this one? This will be prop 2-ene 1-oic acid. At number 3, what is present? Cyclopropyl. So the name of this group will be given as 3-cyclopropyl. Prop 2-ene 1-oic acid. I think I shall be getting it very clear to you. Suppose we have to give a name to this compound. The compound is this one. This is CH2 and then CH2. And then over here is the group CH double bond O. And we have to give a name to this one. This will be 1, 2 and 3. For 3 carbon atom, what is the root word? This is prop, ane and al. At number 3, what is present? Cyclobutyl. So 3-cyclobutyl. Propane 1-al. So 3-cyclobutyl, propane 1-al will be the name of the compound. So I hope you must have understood the nomenclature of a alicyclic compound. Students, we are trying to explain to you the very basics of the organic chemistry. In our next lecture, we will try to discuss with you the nomenclature of our benzene derivatives and a benzene compound. Revise this by writing and making more and more structure. We will meet again in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.